today we'll go step by step with the rear pump on disassembling the whole thing, cleaning it up, checking for metal key, the motor, the seals, and if we feel like it, we might even go all the way to the dumps, see how it all goes. These check valves look pretty old too. We'll see. We're gonna go through it all step by step here. So get ready. All right, so we skipped the basics just because, it's basic stuff. We took the tank off, which means 4 rods off. You only get the long rods if you got a backing plate, which in this case I got Showtime pumps back from the 90s. So I had the rods, had to take them off, clean up a little there. Now we're onto the gear. I already loosened up the bolts. These 2 bolts hold the whole gear onto the block. The rest of them, they're used to hold the gear together. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna split the gear from the block, and then we're gonna split the whole gear to inspect the seals inside of it. I already did a visual inspection on it, and there's no cracks. This is an Italian gear, which is a really good sign there. It has not been bothered since this was brand new, most likely. So what we did now is we split the gear from the pump, right? So here's the gear complete. There's nothing to it. Italian made. So now that I have it all like this, it's time to split it. Carefully split it, because you got seals inside of it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna inspect these seals completely. And let me split it off so I can inspect it all together. Here's the other side of it. So here we're gonna go check that. What we're doing now is we're gonna take these seals out of the freaking spots. Some of them are easier than others, and start inspecting them to make sure there's no actual cracks on them, because even a tiny crack can make a huge deal when it comes to playing with your setup. So we go through it. This one is actually good. It's a little hard for my liking, but it is what it is. It's still good. It doesn't show any bad wearing to it. We go to the next one. Do the same thing. Ideally, if you're already doing this, and it's near you and easy to get them, might as well just buy them. They're like 15, 20 bucks or whatever they are now. You can buy all these seals and just redo them for no reason. Just because why not, right? You already opened the gear. This case, they're all good. And for me, the closest friggin' shop for hydraulic stuff is 14 hours away. And for that shop to send me stuff, they got to order from the States. So it is kind of a delay, right? And I already got 2 gears over there that I have to be getting seals for. So yeah, might order for the whole set and then redo it again. This seal is important to check as well. It's like, it looks like a bearing, but it's not. This goes straight into here. If this goes bad, then your fluid will go from your front tank to the motor, and you don't want that, because that's gonna be a smoke show. So yeah, in this case, it is still good. The key in there is good. So what I'm about to do here is now inspect this part of the block, which is with the gear. But everything looks good on both sides. I think I gotta put on this one. It's this little part here. It fell. You can get stuck into the gear. So there. You put it on, and then you start assembling everything again. So we get into that. See? Oh yeah. My bad. So we put the one. It's first time doing this while recording, so bear with me. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy that's doing it in his garage. And I barely English too, so yeah. You get the point. Now, I get this. I don't even know why they get those extras like that, but that's how this block is. So we got these bolts. You got two options of bolts. You can run like this, right? So because we don't have all four of these, you have to use the bottom ones, put the gear through, and bolt it to the same position that it was, meaning this one, in my case. And then these things also hold onto the block for some reason. That's just how some freaking setups were made. But then again, these two bolting onto the block is kind of optional. You can get the black ones and bolt them from the back, and it works. So it all depends what you got, how it is, and how much you want to get into finding hardware. Because hardware is not something they sell you on the hydraulic shop. So yeah, get those two. Then we got these two here that go on the side. But before I tie it up to the block, I'm gonna tie it up these two and these two and get going from there. All right, so there's also a thing where I forgot to mention. There's a little ring in here in the block that you gotta check as well. I made sure it was good, but I forgot to mention it. There's this ring here that when you open it, you gotta be careful with and make sure it's all good. Because if not, then your tank is gonna be leaking hydraulic fluid from here. And it's not a big deal, but it is annoying to be having to clean your trunk all the time. So if you're doing this, just might as well get through it all. Swap them if you can, you know. It's always good to have new seals anyways. So that's just what I recommend. Once again, it's just recommendations. You don't have to. If your seals are good, it is whatever. I personally I'm gonna order them all and redo them. Now we're gonna move on to removing the motor and see how it's looking in there. But this I don't really have to remove it all. Just gotta show it anyways, right? So for the motor, there's only 2 bolts, and the size of the bolts varies and depending on what it is. In this case, it's a 7/16 as well, so not a biggie there. I have the same freaking socket out for everything, except for my gear. On my gear, I use a 1/2" socket. So you don't have to really do a lot of turning for these. They are very long bolts, but not a lot of thread goes into them, right? So once you get that, the thing right about there should be loose now. Yeah, it is. So then comes to the whole thing, prying it up and like the whole tank. Okay, we got it open now. Let's inspect everything. We got the key here as well. Gotta make sure this one is in good conditions. Okay, we open the cap. This one has a bearing in it. And then we got to inspect this part of the motor, which is not much to look at, but yeah, here we go. So pretty much what you look at is at these brushes and make sure they're not worn out or loose. It's got a little bit of broken wire here, but it still works. Then here, make sure the stud is not broken, which is not. And that's about it. You check it out, and then you can test it with a 12-volt battery. Hook up to negative to the case and positive here, and then it should spin. And if it spins, it's working. All right? Well, that's it. Putting it together it's almost the same, so I'm not gonna show it here. Cheers.